Is a Freaky Friday 2 in the works? We have good news for you if Freaky Friday played a significant role in shaping your personality as a kid, as a sequel may be on the horizon. The best part is that Mean Girls legend Lindsay Lohan and True Lies starlet Jamie Lee Curtis will once again team up as an on-screen mother-daughter duo. Talk about nostalgia! What happened in Freaky Friday? Jamie Lee Curtis plays Tess Coleman, a single mother. The character Lindsay Lohan plays is her adolescent daughter Anna. The day after receiving weird fortunes at a Chinese restaurant, the two discover that their bodies have switched places. They're unable to switch back, so they're forced to pose as one another until a solution is uncovered. As a result of the process, they develop a new appreciation and understanding of one another. Freaky Friday was a hit in theaters back in 2003. The 1972 book of the same name served as the inspiration for the film Freaky Friday, which tells the tale of a mother and daughter who miraculously exchange bodies and are forced to deal with one another's problems from a completely different angle. A sequel never looked likely until more recently with the surge in popularity of legacy sequels. It was a relatively significant smash at the box office, and it did quite well with the critics. Curtis has discovered that firsthand by rereading the Halloween series. Walt Disney Pictures and Buena Vista Pictures jointly distributed the film in theaters on August 6, 2003. The film received generally positive reviews from critics who praised the acting, particularly that of Curtis and Lohan, but criticized the transformation scene. The film's $26 million budget resulted in an almost $160 million global box office haul. For the film, Curtis was also nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. It was Disney's third cinematic adaptation of the novel, following the 1976 version starring Barbara Harris and Jodie Foster, and the 1995 made-for-TV movie starring Shelley Long and Gabby Hoffman. Is there going to be another Freaky Friday movie? During a recent visit to a talk show called The View, Jamie Lee Curtis, who appeared in the 2003 movie with Lindsay Lohan, used the opportunity to talk about a prospective sequel. She's aggressively approached Disney about returning, in addition to the fact that she's quite eager to do so. During the talk show, Jamie said that she had already contacted some friends at Disney and added that she's currently working on the new Haunted Mansion movie. During the interview, Curtis continued to say that since she's 64 years old, her schedule is wide open and that she would be ready at a moment's notice to work on a Freaky Friday sequel. In addition to being on board, and perhaps literally pitching Disney, Curtis also offers some great suggestions for the potential themes of the sequel. Curtis suggested letting her be the old grandma who trades places in the sequel. She went on to suggest that Lindsay Lohan would be the one to play the hot grandma. When Lindsay gets to be the sexy grandma who is still pleased with Mark Harmon in all ways you would be happy with Mark Harmon, and Curtis's role would be to attempt to manage the toddlers. Curtis expressed that she would be very interested to see herself as an old woman in modern society. She wants to be portrayed as a helicopter parent. We're not sure if Lindsay, who's just 36, would exactly meet the grandma label, but we can see the concept. It appears like Curtis has considered every possibility for the future sequel. She also remarked that one of the factors that may make a sequel successful is Lindsay Lohan's comeback to acting. BTW, Lindsay had also previously revealed where she thought her character would be, and her opinion differs much from Curtis's. What has Lindsay Lohan been up to ever since Freaky Friday? LimeWire, Low Rise Jeans, and Lindsay Lohan's filmography were all big in the early 2000s. She was the face of young adult cinema at the time, having starred in several movies before turning 20. Her accomplishments made her a major adolescent celebrity, and she received several awards, including the Young Artist Award for Best Performance in a Feature Film. In essence, it was impossible not to know her name at the moment. She's acted in more than 20 films to date, ranging from dramas and romantic comedies to family flicks. Lohan co-starred in the Netflix series Sick Note and served as the narrator of the Prime Video series Love Struck High. In addition, she created and starred in the MTV reality show Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. Freaky Friday, Georgia Rule, Bobby, the Robert Rodriguez co-directed Machete, and Robert Altman's final film A Prairie Home Companion are among her many professional feature credits. As part of the actress's two films, creative agreement with Netflix, Mean Girls and The Parent Trap star Lindsay Lohan is slated to feature in the romantic comedy Irish Wish. Reuniting with director Janine Damian, with whom Lohan previously collaborated on the Netflix feature Falling for Christmas, which debuts on the streaming service on November 10th. What has Jamie Lee Curtis been up to since Freaky Friday? Jamie Lee Curtis, who is most known for playing Laurie Strode in John Carpenter's Halloween films, has a lengthy and notable resume. Curtis made her acting debut in the late 1970s, and since then, she's established herself as a legitimate movie star. Her broad range of roles, from suburban housewife to horror legend, has carried her through slasher movies, comedies, dramas, and action movies, all while producing standout performances. Halloween Ends has recently finished filming, thus bringing the horror franchise to a close. Other films she has coming up include The Multiverse Everything Everywhere All at Once, Borderland, an adaptation of an Eli Roth video game, and Mother Nature, her directing debut, and an adaptation of a graphic novel she's also co-writing.